Hi all, I am Gaurav. Welcome to Introduction to Scala. I'm starting this series with an intent of sharing my Scala knowledge.
Hi, today we are going to talk about Scala maps. Maps are the second most important type of collection in Scala, after list of course. Maps like lists and sets are a part of the core collection module in Scala. Again, by default maps are immutable. Maps can be best understood as a set of key value pair. Of course, the handy property of maps is that the key can be used to look up the value. Let us see maps in action, in which we will run through some of the operations that programmers commonly perform using maps.
Let us start with how to create Scala maps. Again, I am going to use Scala Interactive Shell or REPL. We are going to create a menu with food items along with their prices. In this menu map, food items will be served as a key and prices will be the value. The syntax of map may not seem new to you. If you remember, this is how we have created two value tuple. The key value pair that we have specified in menu map are all in the form of two element tuples. So if you remember, we specify the key and value separated by arrow notation. The resulting object is a Scala collection immutable map, and the key type and the value type are string and double. Scala's type inference has figured that out. Once we have created a map, the next obvious thing for us to do is to go ahead and look up a value by specifying a key. If that key is present in the map, the corresponding value will be returned. In this case, when we ask for the price of pizza, we get back 11.95. What if the key does not exist in the map? Well, this is an important question. The result will be no such element exception. There are many ways to handle such scenario. One way is to check beforehand whether a key exists in a map, and this can be done using method contains. Let us declare fetch price method that takes in food item and provide us with the price of food item. Here you can see how we have created whether the map menu contains the provided food item. If menu does not have the item, we will we will inform customer that we do not serve this item. Let us call this method first with pizza, and the method informed us about the cost of it. Then the next is burger, and of course we have to inform customer that we do not serve the burger. The other way is to use get to fetch the values. Map.get returns the value as option. If the value is not present, map.get is going to return you none. We are going to pattern match the value returned by map.get. If there is some value, then we'll inform customer about the cost of food item. Else, we are going to print that we do not serve the food item, similar to what we have done earlier. Again, we'll call our method with pizza and burger. There are two more ways you can use to avoid exception. Either you can use with default value or get or else. In both these functions, you can specify your default values. So if the food item you are looking for does not exist in the menu, we will return the cost as 0. However, note that we define the option of with default value at the time we create the map, whereas get or else is used when we are trying to fetch the value. Alright, next is how to loop through all the elements of map. First, we are going to use for loop. Again, map is a key value pair. We are going to fetch each element from the menu as a pair of key value tuple, and then we will print the result on the screen. Another way is to use higher order function for each. Similar to for loop, Again, we are going to fetch the menu item as key value pair. Once we have fetched out the tuple, we are going to print it on the screen. Well, because how important lists are in Scala, we ought to know how to create a map from two lists. We have one list representing all the keys and other refer to all the values. Here, keys are a list of all the food items, pasta, pizza, brownie, and lemonade, and our values are the list of their corresponding prices. To convert these into map, we will use the zip method, followed by toMap method. Remember what zip does. Zip will take two lists and create a third list with every element is a tuple of corresponding element in the two input lists. We then invoke the toMap method of this list of tuples. This will convert that list of tuples into a map. Converting a map into list of keys or list of values is really simple. We can also separate out our map into two lists. As you can see, to get a list of keys, use the methods .keyset.toList. We invoke these two methods one after another, and what we have is a list. By the way, the result of first method called .keyset is a set of keys. We then use the toList method to convert this set into a list. It's equally simple getting a list of the values for a map. Simply use the .values.toList method calls one after another. You can see that carrying out this operation on our map give us the food item prices, which of course were the values in our original map. I hope you are enjoying Scala collections. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Please post your comments and suggestions.